Hey everybody, it's Tech 248 here. Working on the design for one of my rails, so I'm gonna go ahead and tilt the camera down so you can kind of see what I've already got started. And so this is part of the Hellfire rebuild project, anyways. So I'm working on the rail design right now. I'm still waiting on supplies, so I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the designs for the rails. And so this one's about 17 inches in length and about 5 inches wide. The target amount is 36 ports, which is going to cover the Hellfire, the Cobra firing system, as well as the Starfire system. So I'm going to try to make this a universal system, and and once I get the slats from the two different companies, I'll be able to reverse engineer that and put that on the the diagrams here. I kind of forgot what I was talking about. So, anyways, so let me go ahead and pan the camera down, and I'll just give you a brief discussion of what I have done so far. I'm hoping this will show up on the camera. So each one of these little lines here is the dual banana connectors. So that's what they are. So this is what they look like. This is a anode and cathode. Get this in a better shot here. So that's the anode and cathode. And this is off my load box, by the way. So you probably saw this a few times. So, so what I'm doing is I'm taking the dimensions here, which is 5/8 by 1 and 1160. Oops, scratch that. 1 and 23 64ths of an inch. So I'll use these numbers, and now we'll be able to set up the positions. So essentially it'll be a color code that the anode here, this one here, will be in different colors. So if I was using the color code system, this will be number 2, and this will be number 10. So that's going to be the trick of that. So I'm using two different methods of measurements. I'm using my tri ruler, my handy mono-railroaders scale ruler, my trusted templates, and my caliper. So I've got kind of a line going on, and then I'll just go ahead and go all the way across here. And so let me show you what I've got going. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So every 4 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, is the point that I'm going to be using. So those are my line spots. So this is what I'm kind of do. I don't know how much you can see of that. And I'm going to use my scaler's ruler to tie the ends. Alright. So that's 7. So we'll just keep doing that. So So that's pretty much what I'm doing. How about a little bit of time lapse? Okay, so we got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'm halfway, almost halfway there. So with that, too bright. So with that, that kind of gives you an idea. So I'll go through the whole deal here, and then I'm not sure what I'm going to do in this field here yet. I'm probably going to top connector the connectors here, and because I was going to mount the connectors this way on the side of the panel, but looks like I can do it on the top. So anyways, I'm gonna go get some sleep. I'm tired, and I'll catch you on the rest of the video. So I'm gonna take a long break. Okay, everybody. So I'm all nice and rested, somewhat. So I had another brainstorm, and I gotta get my gum eraser. They're one of my handy tools of drawing. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase 2 of the points, and then I'm going to start a fresh line. That way I can break this into groups of 10, and that way it'll be easier to sequence. So for that, especially if someone's helping me out, and they don't get confused. So that's one of the things I thought about in this brainstorm. A couple things. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. Sorry about the bumping around. I'm going to try to get closer. So these two here, I'm gonna erase, and I'm gonna leave here. So I have my 8. I should say my 9, and then these two here I'm gonna erase, and then I'll start the next bracket of. Some of you are like, dude, why don't you use CAD? I'm not too good in CAD. I would like to learn CAD. Alright. Okay. So what I'm doing now is I'm just putting little dado marks. So I have a guide of where everything's supposed to be. Now, the spacing of these is 1 inch centers. So let me grab the right ruler. So these should be all 1 inch centers. So let's make sure everybody's lined up. Okay, that one's off. So I was guessing I'm off by 1. Good there. Just a wee off. Bullseye there. And put one there. This might move this over a little bit too, so. Do a follow up here. Now what I'm doing is I'm lining up these 3 here, and then I'm just gonna make my marks so I know I have at least 3 references. So if you make your use 3 points of reference, you tend to make life easy. I've only got 2 points of reference, so I'll go back one more section. Now my graph paper is in tenths of an inch. So there's 10/10 of an inch per square inch. Alright, there's my telegrid. Okay, how am I going to do this? I'm probably going to have to stop video here and recharge the battery on the camera, because I don't have a power supply I can grab right quick. So, alright. And what I'm doing is just drawing half of the circle. And then I go to the top and I line myself up. And I draw the other half. There's no real template for these guys, so I'm just roughing it. These templates are really nice to have, especially when you're designing something. I need to get more of them. Okay. Alright, I don't look much. Grab my modeler's ruler. And I'll just close this up. There you go. The next batch. So I'll do 3, 6, 9, and then this will be 10. And then 3, 6, 9, and then 10. And I think I'm going to do 2, 4. I haven't decided. I may put the connector on one side. I may just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that way I can put the connector in here. In fact, I'll just draw that block out. That way I know. Yeah, I should be able to do that perfectly. Let's go ahead and Draw this block out. The goal for 17 this is not exactly 17 inches. It's due to a space. So I'm putting a space right here, and that's going to be my connector. So the connector, let me go get what it looks like it. We'll be setting like this. Grab the camera right quick. Alright, I'll change my tripod a little bit. So the connector will sit like this, and then the cable will lock on top of the connector, and then I'll just put the remaining 3 on each side of that. So it'll be brown, red, orange, yellow, and then green and blue. So those would be the remaining colors. So I think by doing that, it's going to make it look good. And it puts everything the way I want it. Simple. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Sorry about the choppiness. This camera is a digital zoom. So I think I'm going to do that. Uh-oh. This tripod is not a heavy tripod. I got to figure out a way to put a back balance on that. Alright, so I think you all got the logistics of this. I'm going to make this a short video. So there'll be 36 of these, not this particular style. And that will be for the Hellfire, the Starfire, and the Cobra. Could be used through the exact same rail. That's the goal. So the Hellfire will be 30, unless it's the 25 pin bank. Then there'll be 2 of these banks. Plus 5, and then if I'm doing the Starfire, it'll be 3 of these banks plus 2 over here, and if it's the Cobra tandem module, the 36Q module, it'll be these 3 banks plus all 6 of the last ones. So that's pretty much the logistics of that. I'll just do the rest of this off camera, and then when I get the materials in, I'll start making the final final prep to make a permanent template, because I'm actually going to duplicate this multiple times, so it's best to make a template. So that way, everything will be nice and culture. So I'll have to find a chunk of aluminum about this size, and then I can just whip this all out on the drill press. I can clamp this right to the project box and zip all the holes in there. So that's pretty much it for everybody. Thank you for joining me on the Hellfire Rebuild video series. As always, please do not text and drive. Do not drink and drive, especially right now in the holidays. People are getting pulled over like crazy. So, do everybody a favor, especially when it comes to drinking and driving. Don't do it. Call a cab. All right. Try to see you get home safely, than end up in the hospital, or even worse, in a morgue. Please use your pyrotechnic devices in the proper manners that is suggested by the manufacturers. This year alone, there were 16 fatalities, over 250 major injuries, over 150 minor injuries. Let's make those numbers 0. And then most final thing, if you like what the contents are on my video, please comment, suggestion, and I will respond to you. As always, you can always share your my videos on your favorite social media sites. So, thank you for watching. You're on the Spark Attack 248 YouTube channel. I'm Spark Attack 248. See you in the next post. Bye bye.